Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk about collector boxes. I've got a couple of examples here, I got a couple of cases here too, to be specific, I got a couple of loose booster boxes, and I want to talk about when it's the right time to sell and when it's the right time to buy. But the right time to buy is a little more difficult than the right time to sell, because if you miss out on the right moment to buy, then it probably won't come back if you miss out on the right moment to sell, unless the price goes down. You just have to wait and the price will continue to go up. So that's very easy. But I noticed that there is a lot of talk about the collector boxes, and if it is a good investment in Magic the Gathering. I personally think it is a good sealed investment. I'm not a big investor, not at all. I'm a player, I'm a collector. I got some sealed booster boxes like Zendikar Rising here, you know, but I normally try to sell them down the road or even trade, because as you know, I traded cases of collector boxes before for Power 9, and there is a video about that. I may link to to that video at the end of this video, so make sure to check that one out. And I will tell you what is in the collector box cases in a minute, but I also want to talk about some newer collector booster boxes like Dungeons and Dragons Forgotten Realms, which wasn't that successful, but yeah, maybe in the future it will be. Let's start with one of the oldest ones here. I got a case of Theros collector booster boxes. And in these cases, there are 6 collector booster boxes. It's a little, the flap is a little loose here, but in general, it's unopened, it's sealed. And I often see people putting the collector boxes on their shelves. Looks cool. If I got a case, a sealed case, I normally keep it sealed. Just easier to sell, but in general, it shouldn't matter much. As long as the boxes have their seal, it's all good. But yeah. Theros, how well did it age? I mean, at a certain point, it was like, I think, $160. And at the moment, let's have a look at card market here. Theros collector boxes are averaging out at around $185. But is that realistic? I mean, the price has been higher before. Of course, at official stores, you find them for $2 to $20. It's, as you see on the case here, the boxes are from the 10, that's October 2019. Eldraine here is from 6 2019, that's June. So let's stick with Theros for a second. Yeah, I'm thinking out loud, folks, stick with me. It's not that it's crazy what the boxes, how expensive the boxes have become. It's reasonable. It's a price increase of maybe 5 to 10% a year, I guess. Like 3 years, and if it was 160, if you bought at 160, 170, that's 10%. And then let's say that's times 3 for 3 years almost, that's 51. So yeah, then you're at 210, 211, or yeah, if you bought it for 160, and if you bought it for 170, you're at 220. So it's not unrealistic. That's a very good return. Would it be interesting, and look at the amount of boxes for sale here on Card Market. Card Market is a platform I'm not very much into, so that's not my kind of thing. I normally don't buy it on Card Market. Don't be fooled by the low prices of the lowest prices of the boxes here. Only have a couple of boxes. Everybody has like 1 or 2 for sale at a low price of around 165, 170, and then it ramps up quite quickly. But consider that if you buy from different sellers, Card Market sometimes has sellers that ask like $10 for shipping costs, whatever. I even saw 30, $40 shipping costs for a case and these kind of things. So the price of the individual boxes goes up a lot. So Theros, when is it time to sell? I would say it's not time to sell Theros yet. Looking at Throne of Eldraine, it gets a little more interesting. Boxes have been available, I remember, for around $170, $180. Then they got expensive quite quickly because it was the first collector box, and it seems to be the print run isn't that high. If you look at Card Market, at a certain point the price shot up to $300. Oh, that's crazy. I should have maybe sold, but now I probably have to wait until the price goes up to that price range again. At the moment, you find boxes for $250, and I think that's still quite fair. Even if you can find them for $230, $240, it's probably like 1 or 2 boxes. Might be interesting to even buy out the boxes, all the boxes below $250, and then the price will go up again. I mean, the economy is pretty bad at the moment. We all know that. We all know what's going on. Don't need to talk about that, but Theros, I think, isn't the right time to sell. Ikoria. Eldraine might be the right time to sell if you get a decent price. I think you should sell for around $260 and above. My thoughts are going all over the place, so no worries, folks. Stick with me again, and we're gonna get there. I think the conversation is quite interesting, so if you listen, you might learn something. You never know. I'm here to try to put a perspective on it. But for me, Eldraine is definitely one of the more interesting products because, again, it was the first collector box. It's a very cool set. It has a lot of nice treatments. Like the fairy tale treatment thingy and so on. So yeah, it's very sought after, and I am definitely up for a good trade for my Eldraine collector boxes, or selling them for the right price and buying reserve list for the money I make. So yeah. And again, not a big investor or anything, but if I see an opportunity at a low price, I sometimes buy stuff. Normally only buy reserve list, but I sometimes buy, especially collector boxes, I have to say, because they are easy to store, easy to keep, easy to ship, and don't take a lot of space. And the general content of collector boxes definitely is more interesting to me than, for example, draft booster boxes. Set boxes is a little bit of a different story, but okay, let's stick to the collector boxes, folks. Looking at Zendikar. Zendikar often is said to be priced at around $250. I don't think it's quite there yet. Personally, if you look at Card Market, there are a lot of boxes under $250. Of course, looking here, prices begin in the low 200s, and I think it's definitely worth to wait a little longer with Zendikar Rising collector boxes, because the content of the boxes is so cool with the foiled, let's call them expeditions. I think they are called differently, but you know what I mean. And it contains 2 box toppers with those expeditions as well, non-foil. It can have up as from 2 to, I think I even saw one opening with 4 expeditions in the collector boosters, and then you got the foil, and then you got the 2 non-foil. You got the pathways in there, good land cycle. I think these boxes will go up quite a lot in the future. So $250 for me personally, not enough. And again, there are not a lot of boxes, as you see here, for sale, but in general, it is not at the price I would expect it to be. Maybe because the print run has been a little higher and it's not quite that old, but still it's one of the older ones in my opinion. And then, of course, you got stuff like Ikoria, folks. I'm a big fan of Ikoria. I think the Ikoria collector boxes are amazing. You got, I think, 4 to 6, 7 triumphs in a box. You got the full art stuff. You got the Godzilla alternate versions. You got, what else was in there? Yeah, I think, I mean, not only like the alternate or whatever, but there are good cards in there. Think of, how is it called? I think Lithoform Engine was from Ikoria, right? No, the Ozolith. That's what I'm thinking about, yeah. Good cards, good set, very playable set, good value already. And these at the moment are available for around 230 to 250. And that's only a couple of boxes again, so it's not representative. I personally would value them more like 250 to 270, and looking at Eldraine, it's probably 260 to 290 in my opinion. That's what I would sell them for, and it won't take long until the prices have gone up to that amount, I think, for these kind of boxes. Ikoria, very big on Ikoria. I still would buy Ikoria for a good price, and I got a couple of boxes, so I'm pretty heavy into Ikoria when it comes to collectible boxes, I can tell you. But then there is opportunity even in bad sets. I got a couple of Strixhaven ones, got them for a reasonable price. I think I have to wait at least 2 years before those become a little more expensive. But even look at Midnight Hunt here. Just looking at Games Island, good site in Germany. I buy from them a lot. They ship over to other countries, so they ship over to me to the Netherlands. It's $140 if you buy 4. So let's say you buy a case of 6. That's $840. Yeah, 6 times 4 is 24. Yeah, that's 600 plus 240. That's $840, folks. What can you do wrong? I mean, a draft booster box is already about 100, 110 because of the price increase. Then you got set booster boxes, which are between 110, 120 already. Then you got for 140, you got a collector booster box. And I know it's not the best set, but do you think they're gonna print? They're definitely not gonna print more collector boxes, anyways, because those are just one print run, but they are not gonna print more Midnight Hunt because it's a set that doesn't sell. So what is out there, and that means the collector boxes. When there are not very many draft boxes, the collector boxes for roughly the same price as a set or a draft booster box, let's say a little more, are very, very attractive. Really, what can you do wrong buying these for $140, putting them in the closet for 2 years? If you have the money, of course, because there's a lot of stuff to spend money on, and that's the problem. You have to make choices. I, at the moment, haven't spent any money on any sets this year, as you know, and I sold some collector boxes to finance a reserved list buy we are currently doing a vote for, and I will tell you what. We'll check the vote on Monday what you voted for, and I will tell you what I will buy next Tuesday. But different story. You can check out that video as well. Yeah, you have to do cross promotion, guys. That's marketing. No, but what can you do wrong buying Midnight Hunt at $140 a box? I think nothing. And yeah, you have to buy 4. 2 is not enough. 4 to get the discount to get the $140 price. But folks, in general, buy the dip. You shouldn't care if you buy it for $5 more or less. It doesn't matter if you buy it for 170, 175. In the end, if you wait a couple of years, that little price difference, even if you miss the absolute dip, just buy it at the lowest you can get it. And then you should come up with a price that is reasonable to you. And of course, it depends on the situation. If you want to buy something else, you maybe want to sell a little earlier. If you don't, and you still can hold on to it, maybe wait another year. But try to avoid the market swings. Like now, for example, the prices are low, obviously. Economy is bad. We said it before. I'll say it again. It doesn't matter. Nobody has a lot of funds available just to invest in old collector booster boxes. Obviously, there is a lot of stuff coming out people are spending their money on. So yeah, a lot of people rather would buy a collector's booster box from Double Masters 2 for $280 than 2 collector booster boxes from Midnight Hunt. I can get behind that. Reasonable thought. Time the market a little. I know Rudy is saying time in the market is better than timing the market. But if you time the market right and then you got time in the market, that's the best possible way you can approach this. Buy collector booster boxes that have interesting content. Like I said, Ikoria, the Triumphs, the Godzilla cards, Zendikar Rising, the Expeditions, the Box Toppers, Theros, the Gods, very cool, unique treatments. These kind of things, pathways, land cycle is very important. Strixhaven, I think for example the Japanese cards are interesting. I can talk for hours about this, I guess, but I probably it's probably a better choice to round up the video now because nobody's listening anymore anyway, which is fine. Folks, I hope I could shed some light on this. I think there is opportunity in collector boxes. The advantage of low storage space, high volume content, and easy to ship, and yeah, just a low one-time print run. Most of them are low. We're probably like looking at a higher print run for boxes like Dominaria United. I get it, but look at these old boxes. Do you think Eldraine has a really big print run? I don't think so. Rudy has been talking about print runs a lot recently. I actually have been talking about the revised print run. I think I'm going to link to that video. That was very interesting. And can I link to 2 videos? Yeah, then I'm gonna link to the trade, the collector booster box for Power 9 trade, and the revised print run video. Let me know what you think, folks. Are you buying any collector boxes? Do you think, yeah, it sucks, I only buy reserved list? Cool as well. I normally only buy reserved list too. I only buy collector boxes if I have a really good opportunity, and then I just put it away for a bit and see what happens. And then I try to buy reserved list with the extra money I make on hopefully selling them for more. And definitely not an investor, at least not on the scale some others are. It's always okay to keep a couple of sealed boxes, in my opinion. I normally even open some of them sometimes because I enjoy the product and I'm a collector and I'm a player. So, but if you can permit yourself to buy some Magic the Gathering products to make some money on, which is fine. We're living in a world where the normal market is still what's going on. So it's okay to make money, folks. That's how we all live. Not everything has to be free. So if you can permit yourself to, if you have the opportunity to buy some collector boxes for a reasonable price, then maybe it's a good idea to look into that. That's all I'm saying. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend, folks. I talk to you next time. Thanks for listening. Stay healthy, stay frosty. Bye-bye.